everyone, my name is Helene and today I'm going to give you my June book haul. I have accumulated 22 books since I last saw you. Since I last did a book haul at least. Yeah, that book buying ban thing is not going very well for me. I don't know what has happened, so let me just get started. The first books that I'm going to show you are all books from the book depository. I of course went ahead and got the 6th book in the Mortal Instruments series by Cassandra Clare. This is City of Heavenly Fire. Everyone seems to have this book, so I'm sure you have seen it already. This is the paperback edition because the rest of the series is in paperback, at least the one that I own, and it's huge. And that's nice. I already read this book and you will know my thoughts on it in my June wrap-up. I also got Rebel Heart by A Dog is Barking. Please don't bark. Rebel Heart by Maura Young, the 2nd book in the Dustland series. If you watched I think it was my last book haul, you saw that I accidentally got the 1st and 3rd book in this series, and I didn't know that when I bought them, obviously, so I had to get the 2nd one, and here it is. This is a series about living in the desert and running into obstacles. I don't know how to explain it, but it's quite interesting. The 1st book wasn't my favorite, but I want to continue, and now I can. Then I got Everything Leads to You by Nina LaCour. I'm currently reading this book. I'm about 2 chapters in, and it's quite enjoyable so far. I love the cover, and the only thing I know about this book is that it is about the film industry and a lesbian main character, and I really don't know much else. So I like the film industry, I think, and I like the lesbians. I don't know. I think this is the book for me, and I have heard great things about it, so I got it. Then I got the 2nd and 3rd book in the Girl of Fire and Thorn series by Ray Carson. We have The Crown of Embers and The Bitter Kingdom. I got the 1st book some months ago and I just couldn't help myself, so I bought the rest of the series and now I can marathon it. It is a young adult fantasy series, and I have gotten very much into fantasy lately, so I was very eager to... Do you know that when you have been drinking Coke and you start burping? I do that. I will try not to burp too much in this video. Anyway, I decided to get the rest of the series so that I can marathon it and hopefully enjoy it. I also got Since You've Been Gone by Morgan Matson. Morgan Matson is one of my favorite contemporary authors, so I had to get this one. I have already read it. I read it immediately when I got home with it, and I of course have to show you this poster. Can you see it? I have to take it all out. This poster, I love this ice cream that they are eating, so I couldn't stop thinking about it, and today I went out and got one myself and I enjoyed it tremendously. Now I had to get it back on again. I saw that Morgan Matson was at BEA and I wasn't, so I'm very sad. This is about 2 girls who are best friends, and one day one of the girls disappears all of a sudden. So our main character is very frustrated. She is kind of scared until she receives a letter from her best friend who has disappeared, named Sloan. This letter contains a list of things she has to do before summer ends, and she does it. So it's very interesting. I really enjoyed this book, and I will talk more about it in my monthly wrap-up. Another summery contemporary book that I got is Open Road Summer by Emery Lord. I believe this is Emery Lord's 1st book. Yes, it is her 1st novel, and so I don't know anything about her writing style, her stories, but I just really was interested to read this book because it sounded interesting. And people seem to like it, and I like contemporaries about summertime and love, etc., so I got it. And the next book is a book that I'm so excited about, and that is Take Me On by Katie McGarry, the 4th book in the Pushing the Limit series. This book is about Wes, who has a funny name, I think, Wes and Haley. and I'm so eager to get started. I love me some big books, and this is definitely one of those. From the book depository, I also got Fire and Flood by Victoria Scott. This is a dystopian book. Yes, I love my dystopian books. This has been compared to Hunger Games and the Pokemon, and I have never watched or read, I don't know if you can read it, the Pokemon, so I don't know about that, but I did like the Hunger Games, and I love the way that this synopsis is going. The only thing that worries me is that it is a very small book. It's under 300 pages, and I think I'm going to be eager to read more when I have finished it, but yeah, we will have to wait and see. The last book that I got from the book depository, I still have more books, but this is from the book depository, is Prisoner of Night and Fall by Anne Blankman. This is about Hitler's niece, and that's why I got it. So basically that's all I know. I want to read it, like right now. I'm just... okay. This is the last book that I have received from the book depository. However, I do have one more book that I haven't received yet. A pre-order that came out on June the 2nd, and today is June the... I don't know, 14th? No, I don't know. It's 2 weeks after anyway, so, and I still haven't received it, and that is Of Neptune by Anna Banks, the third book in the Sarita series, and I just really want to receive it. I keep checking my mail every day and no book. So you won't see that in this haul. I will remember to show it to you in my next haul. Okay, now on to the books that I got from a book outlet order that I did some weeks ago, and I didn't plan on doing this order, but I watched Cassidy Wonch's bookshelf tour, and that made me totally break my book buying ban. I'm kind of angry, but I knew that would happen, and I watched it anyway, so yeah, I got 12 books from the book outlet, and let me just show them to you. First, I got Altered by Jennifer Albin, the second book in the Quill series. I haven't read the first book yet, but I saw this on Book Outlet for cheap, so I decided to get it. I also got Stardust by Lissa Price. Now, this is a book about being old and wanting to have a young person's body, so you buy their body. I haven't read it yet, so I cannot be 100% sure if that is exactly what it is about, but that is what I read, and I liked it. Then I got my very first scratch and dent copy of a book. It was a little bit cheaper, and I was so afraid that the dust jacket wouldn't be on the book. I was surprised. It was like this. It is Crash and Burn by Michael Hassan, and the only thing that is wrong with it is this side of the book. It is a little bit ruined, but that's all. The rest of the book is perfectly fine, perfect condition, and I'm just in love with it. Another burp, sorry. I've had my eyes on this book since last summer, and I can't believe I haven't picked it up yet. I think it's because I was a little bit confused about the synopsis, and I still am, but now that I saw it for cheap on Book Outlet, I decided to get it. Rush by Eve Silver. This is a book about a game, and I think it is dystopian, and I love the cover. I especially like the colors and the two people that we see in the covers. I got it because sometimes it's better to just order a lot of books from Book Outlet, because then it will be worth the shipping, and so I put this in the basket. Poison Princess by Kresley Cole. I have heard that once you read the first book, you have to read the second book as well, because the second book is way better than the first one, even though this one is brilliant as well. So I got this one from Book Outlet, and I got this one from the book depository, brand new. I believe it's about some kind of tarot cards, and yeah, love also, yes. So now I have them, and they are ready to be eaten and read and loved. Do you know that thing where you shop at the Book Outlet and you just put in books in your basket without really thinking about it? You get captivated by the moment, you just want to buy some books, and these next two books are those kind of books. The Tempest and the Vortex by Julie Cross. Yeah, I don't know know too much about these books. I saw them in hardback for cheap and I bought them. That's the kind of addict I am. I just buy books because they are there for cheap. Please let me know if you know what these books are about and if they are worth reading or not. I think they are worth reading. I have heard excellent things about them. I just don't know what they are about. The next two books are the first two books in the series that I'm so eager to read. I cannot wait. I have to read them very soon. It is Article 5 and Breaking Point by Kristin Simmons. This is a dystopian series about a New York that is devastated and you have to live there anyway, and there are some new rules. You cannot go out at night, you cannot just enjoy yourself, you have to follow these rules. I just really like the premise of that story. I've heard afterwards that it is quite a political series as well, and I'm not much of a politician, so I'll have to wait and see if I like that aspect of it. But so far I'm very intrigued to get started. I love the spines, I love the back cover. Pretty, and I know the third book is out and it is called 3, very original, right? So if I like the first two books, I will definitely get my hands on that one as well. Then I got Meant to Be by Lauren Morrill, another beautiful book, a contemporary about a love relationship. And that's all I know, because at that point I just started putting books in my basket, and this is one of those. My pants are coming off. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm not wearing a belt today. I'm happy you cannot see that. The last book I got is a book that I was so surprised to find at Book Outlet, because I've had my eyes on this book for such a long time. I was about to buy it full price on Book Depository, and then I found it for $5 on Book Outlet. Happy me! And that is The Beginning of After by Jennifer Castle. I first of all love the cover, and the story is about a girl whose parents and whose brother dies, so she is left alone. I really was intrigued to read this, and I'm so happy I found it, and I definitely will read this soon. That was all of the books. I'm not going to carry them all up for you because that is impossible. I don't have any strength, as you can see. Please let me know in the comments if you have read any of these books and what you thought of them. Thank you for watching, happy reading, and bye bye!